Investing is a game, and it's pretty hard to know if we are winning or losing if we are not keeping the score. That is why today I want to show you 3 best portfolio trackers out there. I have looked at every app I could find. I spent days trying to find the right balance between ease of use, number of options, and the price. I always insisted that all of those programs must have a free version, and it has to be a useful one, not just for show. And after all that work, I found 3 really good portfolio trackers. And before we start, I just want to clarify that this video is not sponsored by any of the websites, but in 2 cases you can use an affiliate link and support the channel that way, as well as save some money by doing that. To easily compare all of the platforms, I created a simple portfolio to see how every program deals with buy and sell transactions and with dividends. So we have 50 shares of Altria, 10 shares of Berkshire, and then a buy transaction of 100 shares of Smith & Wesson and a sell transaction of 50 shares of this company. So let's take a look at the first platform. It is the simplest one, and its main advantage is the fact that it is totally free. I'm talking about Google Finance. We can easily see all the transactions here, and we also get information on the sell transaction that it was a gain of 14.9%, which was around $158. We can see news concerning our stocks and all of our investments with daily results. We also have a graph of how our portfolio is doing, and we can compare it to, for example, S&P 500. We have also portfolio highlights with total gain, daily gain, and some other info about our style of investing. So that is a lot, considering that it is a free service. It absolutely does the job. Of course, there are a lot of features that are useful that Google Finance does not have. But for the price of $0, I have to say it's pretty impressive. But if you want a bit more control, more features, but still you want to have this useful simplicity, then let's take a look at getquin, which is Latin for get even. And let's look at exactly the same portfolio. Now, everything you see here is only the free version. The full version on this platform is great, but let's concentrate on free features. So we get all the necessary informations about our positions, but then we get something really useful, and that is in-depth info about dividends. We see paid, announced, and forecasted dividends. We see dividend yield and year-over-year growth. And we can concentrate on the entire history of our portfolio, but also on any specific year. Now, in the full version, we can also see the future forecast of our dividends and some other interesting metrics. And then down here, we get all the transactions, including all the dividends. Now, when we look at the right, we find something I really like, and that is the performance breakdown. We see price gains, dividends, and realized gains, as well, of course, as total returns. And in the full version, we also get true time weighted rate of return, which is really great for understanding how our portfolio is doing. Now, we can see our performance through the entire history of the portfolio, or we can break it down and see every month individually. And again, in the full version, we get a lot more info that lets us understand exactly how well we are doing. And we can also compare our results to, for example, S&P 500. If we look at the allocation, we can see what position makes up what percentage of the portfolio, and we can also look at regions, sectors, countries, and so on. In the free version, we can have as many stocks and transactions as we want. We just don't get all the data about our performance, but we still get a lot. There is also quite an active community where we can chat with other investors. The paid version is around 90 euros per year, but very often they have special offers and we can get the full version for as little as 4.50 euros per month. And if you use the link in the description, you will be also supporting this channel, so thank you very much for that. But if you want the maximum possibilities, if you want to have a place which not only tracks your portfolio, but also helps you with taxes, currency gains, and gives you even more options, then you should consider sharesight. It also has a powerful free plan which allows you to have a portfolio of up to 10 stocks. But if you need more stocks and you want all the tax and reporting options, then you should consider one of the paid plans. But first, let's see what this platform has to offer. So we get a number of useful graphs. We can see the growth, value, or performance. Then we get all the basic data: capital gains, dividends, and currency gains, as well, of course, as the total return. Underneath that, we get all our holdings and the performance of every position. Now, if we open, for example, Smith & Wesson, we get all the trades and all dividends. And on the right, we get a lot of options and details. We can even add documents or notes to any position. On the graph, we can see not only the stock price, but also the dividends. But the real magic can be found when we go to reports. Here we can get a number of different reports about our performance, asset allocation, and documents to help us with taxes. So, for example, we can see our exposure to a certain industry or country. And of course, if you are not from the US, then all those tax reports are very useful because they can automatically convert all your investments into your currency. This platform has the most features and it has 4 different plans: a free one, starter, investor, and expert. So you can find the right balance for your investment needs. And if you use the link in the description, sharesight.com/boldinvestor, you will get a 33% discount on any plan you choose. So that can save you a lot of money, and at the same time you will be supporting this channel. So in my opinion, these are the 3 best options to track your portfolio. I encourage you to check them out and see which one is right for you. See, is the free version enough, or do you need more clarity, reports, and everything that allows you to really understand how is your investment journey developing? If you found this video helpful, you may want to see my video about best websites for investors, in which I talk about my favorite places to get data and informations for my investments. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.